Hey y'all, today we're gonna be making some pasta. Not just any ordinary pasta that you can make at 3 o'clock. This is some pasta that could actually feed a family, like really feed them, you know? So we got some spinach. You know I had to get a lot of spinach because spinach be cooking down. You need a lot of spinach because if you get like 2-3 handfuls of spinach, you're not gonna have a lot of spinach, man. You gotta get more spinach. And we're not getting any of that store-bought tomato sauce because that doesn't really taste good. It throws off all the flavors, all the natural flavors of the food I'm cooking. So we're gonna be cooking our own tomato sauce, and these will be the steps to do it. So we're gonna need some ingredients, right? We're gonna need some olive oil, this big old onion. You'd be asking, why do you need this big old onion? Because I like onions. This onion in particular. Do you know why? No, that's not the reason why. Because this onion is a white onion, and I love the onion flavor. It really brings out the to the onions. Then we need a buttload of garlic. Vampires, you better get out of here. Then boom, 2 canned tomatoes. We don't have a garden, sorry. We need some salt, pepper, oregano, and some basil. While I was cutting up the onions, I put some olive oil in the pot right there. And here is a cool tip or trick to have better garlic things. So you just dig it. Dang, it's pretty hard actually. Boom, you heard that? Real nice pop. Then, get it and start peeling it. See? Good. Then you want to get like a garlic presser. See? Get 1 garlic in here, make sure the butt is cut off. Make sure you do that because you don't want that in your food. Real easy. Just crush it in there. Some more is going to be in there, so don't worry. Just hit some out, put another one in. See, another one in. And even more is gonna come out. And you keep on doing that until you're out of the garlic. As you see, there's a lot of garlic stringly bits. So to get that off, because you need all this garlic, just get the flat side of your blade, the back side, and just scrape it off. See? Real simple. Not that complicated. After you sauteed your onions and garlic, you're gonna take the 2 tomato cans, just pour them in there. They don't gotta be pretty. This is a sauce, remember. Then, oregano. Then we're gonna add some salt. And some pepper. And because we can, we're gonna use a metal blender. Immersion blender. Next, when the tomato sauce is cooking, you wanna add your fresh basil. Fresh basil. Make sure it's fresh. After I stirred the basil in the sauce, we're gonna taste it, see how it is. Fresh basil. I believe this could use a little bit more salt. Maybe a little bit more pepper. So after we've let the pasta sauce cook a little bit more, the tomato sauce simmer, looking like this a little bit. This is the exact flavor profile that I'm looking for. It is sweet. I wouldn't say like candy sweet. It's more of a sweet and savory sweet. So since the tomato sauce is done, we're gonna have to be working on the spinach. So right now we're gonna get the garlic and start chopping it up. As you see, we chopped up the garlic and the onions, and we're gonna be using this for our spinach. This is the chopped onions. We're letting them saute a bit before we put the garlic in, because onions cook a little bit longer than the garlic, and we do not want the garlic to burn. And this is what we want our onions to be looking like. This little translucent color, as you see. Can you hear that? I know y'all can't smell it, but y'all can hear it. That's how you know it's cooking. Then we're gonna slowly pour the garlic in here. As you see, instead of mincing it, we slice it. Aesthetics. So be putting little handfuls of lettuce or spinach in here. We're not gonna dump the whole thing in because that would be a mess. Really chaotic mess. You don't want that. Small little handfuls in here, and we're good. Make sure you put the top on. This helps it cook faster. Does not smell good. So, as we see, there was a pretty lot. Now it's cooked down. We're just gonna be tossing it to make sure it don't burn. See? Look, it looks like there's even less now. It's A-okay. So as you see, it's cooked down, and it looks like, dang, it looks like you barely put any spinach in here. But in reality, I put a lot. You see? I'm gonna cook this down a little bit longer because I want it to be a little bit smaller and a little bit more fine. I'm also gonna be adding some salt in here because just because you add onions and garlic does not mean that's flavor. You actually need to have seasonings in here. As you can see, that was a lot of the spinach we put in here, right? Now look at it. I could grab the whole thing with my hand. Then, while that was cooking down even more, we already put the noodles on. And as you see, putting the noodles on, let them cook. We already put salt in the water to make it even cook even faster because of science and whatnot. So we have the spaghetti that is done, and now we're going to be putting it in the sauce. While that, and we stir. As y'all see, this is the final product. It does not look as pretty because I don't really care, but this is the final product of the spinach and spaghetti with homemade tomato sauce.